day and welcome to my garage. Alright, before you get too excited, there is still a little bit more to do, or left to do, on the tail stand. You may think it's finished, but it's not. The handle that you saw in the last video, cutting, what was it do? It's cutting the toothed pulley for the lathe. In that video you would have, well, I was using it, and it had a handle. The handle was off the universal compound slide. So, and the handle for the tail stand was in the lathe when the lathe broke. So I had to go, now we have to go back to the lathe now that it's repaired and finish off doing the handle and making the knob and fitting it onto the tail stand. Once that's Gingery Mill book number 4 will be complete once that tail stand handle is done and fitted. So what have we got here? So these are the accessories. The quill support's not here, but we have the tail stand and the universal compound slide. They're the two main accessories. The quill support, I have not found another use for the quill support except to drill the spindle. But the universal compound slide I've used a couple of times now, and the tail stand is an obvious use for when I run a cutting bar, an arbor with a I'm just revisiting the disc of the handle. The land where the knob fits onto wasn't large enough, a little bit bigger. So yeah, we'll keep on going. I couldn't drill all the way through because it was hitting the collet chuck. Hopefully, if I can find my spanner, found it. Hopefully I didn't check the 5mm drill is longer. That was smart. All right, let's put the 5 into it. And that is that. No, I can't get the tap close enough. done, I'll go and tap it. Just bringing this down to 25 mil so I can put it in the normal jaws, chuck jaws, and get a better hold of it. We're currently at 28. 3 to come off. Alright, that gives me something to hang on to. We should be at 25. Only has to be rough. We're currently at 25. Spot on. Good guess. Good calculation. Okay, I'll change those jaws and we will make the handle out of this. Bit of porosity in it. See how we go. It's got to be 5 mil deep. Well, the washer's going to fit. When I first started this machine I had larger washers, but this will fit. Okay, that'll do. I'm now turning the taper on the handle. Counterbore's done in the back end. The 7mm drilling's done down the guts. Now it's just to do the taper, and then the turning part of this handle's finished. And then I think that's the end of the Gingery milling machine build. So let's get into it. Well, when I say the end of the Gingery, that's the turning, that's the last bit of turning I have to do, I think. It's just then the assembly of this handle onto the disc of the handle. Alright. Yes, we're turning the wrong way because we're on the back side of the... Turning on the back side. Now the end here is to be 13 millimetres. We're 15 at the moment. Thirteen millimetres is only an arbitrary size. Probably down to 12 actually, but that will do it. Alright, I'll clean this up a little bit and assemble the handle. Okay. Alright, I've got to take the handle off the tail stand because this handle was for the universal compound slide. Now, they're not the same. The diameter of the hub is different. That's why this one's going back on where it came from. And now the new handle is finished, and it goes on the tail stand. There we go, everything's now got its own handle. And now they can go in the drawer and wait for their next appearance. Alright, that now is officially the last of the Gingery Milling Machine Book 4 task. There's going to be more work on this, but on the machine, some changes, modifications, additions put on, but they're all for the future. For the present moment, Book 4 is now finished, officially. It's not getting painted. Oh, and I forgot, the tail stand worked beautifully. The bushing was no heat in the bushing whatsoever, and it travels up and down with the spindle quite accurately. So yes, the tail stand works. See you later. Gingery milling machine statistics. Now, you will need to drill about 465 holes